This is the Discover Music Show, bringing you the best new sounds and interviews with the hottest new rising stars.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kevin Kuzno here at Kuz's Records, Oxford. And you're listening to R&B pop artist Tanille Edwards. She's a multi-talented songstress who writes her own lyrics and produces musical arrangements for her own new, fresh songs. As you can hear, she's got a soulful voice. And she harks to those club grooving beats of the 80s, of course. Her passion for entertaining began at the age of 3, and she joins us on the line now. Here is Tanille. Tanille, welcome to the studio.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And you're joining us from New York. I'm in England, in Oxford, actually, in a studio with no windows. What does it look like outside your window in New York?
So it's pretty nice. The sun, is kind of glaring over the river. I actually have a view of the East River, and I can see a lot of the buildings in New Jersey from here. It's pretty quiet out. I see a couple of joggers and stuff out, and I'm just here with a cup of orange juice doing my thing.
Now, you began entertaining at the age of 3, and at the age of 7, you won a local talent contest where, what was it that you were singing?
So I was singing The Greatest Love of All. At that time, that was one of Whitney Houston's big hits. So I was covering that at the talent show, and I won. At that time, I spent a lot of time covering Whitney Houston songs, believe it or not, and which I actually, still am very fond of today. I think she's a big inspiration for me. But at a young age, I think when you're really kind of starting out and just enjoying the singing and then kind of enjoying the being there with the melody, and she's such a challenging artist. I mean, she was so great vocally and had such a great range. It was a big moment for me, especially at 7. But that's something that's always stuck with me, and she's definitely a big inspiration.
She's a great singer, and you started songwriting in your late teens, inspired by her and Aretha Franklin, as well as others. Would you say that the way you write has changed much from the early days in your career?
Yes. It's interesting. I think when I first started out writing, I would write songs that were a little bit more young popish kind of, and then I'd put R&B flavor. So I'd start out with like these feelings about how I felt, almost like a little poem. You're starting to figure out lyrics, and then I'd start to figure out ways to put in the R&B flavor, ways to kind of get the deep vocals in, ways to kind of put that deep emotion into it. And I think that helped me to evolve my songwriting style so that now I can kind of really understand how both of those, I guess, internal voices within me that want to come out can merge into songs that really have a lot of emotion, that are being true to, how I felt in the moment when I wrote that song, but also still have a lot of rhythm and beat to it and, can translate well, whether it be to dance or to pop.
Now, Baby Come Back to Me, a song we've just been hearing, and Feel It are 2 songs packaged as a soundtrack for the Feel It EP album and distributed with 2 novels. 2 novels written by you, Cameo and Broken. You are multi-talented. When did you start writing novels?
I probably wrote my first novel when I was around 18. So not much after I started, maybe a few years after I started songwriting. I think the biggest thing, for me in novel writing is really, it's totally different mindset, but I feel like I have a lot of stories in me. So it's been a huge outlet to really just put those creative juices together. And then as I write, a lot of times the emotions that I feel coming through my characters, and they may be relevant to things that I'm feeling in life, then I have ideas on songs that would really kind of match the novel. So it's been, I think, a huge plus for me creatively to merge these 2 elements within me. And I think it's just a huge blessing, to be able to communicate with teens and young adults through my books, and to come up with characters that people find compelling.
Can you give us a feel of what Broken is about?
So Broken is about a young disabled supermodel from New York's Upper East Side who falls in love. It's a character named Milan. She's deaf, and she's sort of hiding that and kind of coming to terms with that. And I think the biggest part of it is this love story. She actually, her mother's best friend's son was sent to live with them when the best friend died. And then the mother also passes away, and it becomes very challenging because he gets sent away and she's kind of has this long lost love for him. And as a teenager, she's sort of figuring out, is this real love? If it is, should I pursue this? And then it starts to get interesting as they start senior year. That's when we meet her. And there are other love interests that are kind of right in front of her. And it becomes this big quagmire of really what to do. Where should my loyalty lie? Is he ever coming back? So it's kind of like a romantic drama.
Well, fantastic. Well, people can buy Broken now, and of course the Feel It EP album comes distributed with that. So it's a sort of a double win for the public.
Yes.
And your new EP, Feel It, has been out since September. Are you planning to tour to promote the EP?
Well, I have a huge school tour coming up in the States for spring and fall of 2016. What we're discussing is possibly doing a tour next summer because we're going to have a couple of dance remixes that also release. I think that will be coming about in a couple more months, but probably closer to summer 2016.
And if people want to keep in touch with you, where can they connect with you online?
So I'm online at Facebook. I'm Tanille Music, TANILLE Music, MUSIC. And then also I'm on Twitter as Tanille Music as well. They can find my music everywhere music is purchased and streamed. And then also my books, if they're interested in Broken, it's brokenthenovel.com.
Wonderful. I think we've got all that. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, it's been amazing. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.
That was Tanille. I'm Kevin Kuzno here at Kuz's Records in Oxford, and here is her latest track, Come Back to Me.
This is the Discover Music Show, bringing you the best new sounds and interviews with the hottest new rising stars.
come love me. Come lay with me, come stay with me. I need you here with me.